Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. Today in this video we are going to do this chapter we are going to cover the chapter 2 of unit 1, selling, marketing, exhibiting a product through advertising. So what is there in chapter 2? Chapter 2, functions of advertising. So basically, what are the functions of advertising, or what is basically an advertising? Advertising is basically a process through which a product is given an identity or a personality through an audio visual manner, through audio visual language, and it needs a proper planning, and effort is required as well for advertising. So that was all about advertising. So now we're going to discuss few important functions of advertising, or the purposes of advertising services. So the first function is it introduces a new product to the market. So yeah, it introduces a new product, totally a new product to the market. So in NCRT book there is no explanation given for the points, and this chapter is too small. So I have made the slide with proper explanation, and I have included 4 important points, and there were more. So we are going to first discuss the 4 points which I have explained in these slides. So it introduces a new product into the market. So without this basic knowledge about our insight and goals, it will be troublesome for us to reach our customers, to retain our position in the market, and to advertise our new product. So if we are introducing new product in the market, to the market, so we need to advertise it, or else people will not get to know about our product, will not get to know about our services. So we need to introduce a product, we need to advertise the product before after, like, if we want to introduce in front of customers, we want to introduce the product to the customers, to the market. So this was all about the first point. Second point is it helps this like it helps in differentiating between a product from its competitors. So what basically happens here is, there are companies which are selling the same product and service. So there can be two competitors. First is direct competitor, and second will be indirect competitor. So what is direct competitor? Direct competitor is basically the companies who are offering the same product and services, and they are aiming at the same target market and customer base. So they are aiming at the same target market and same customers. So they are basically focusing on the same customers, same buyers, and same people who are going to buy the product or service. And indirect competitors are, though they are offering same products and services, but the end goal is different. The end goals are different. This was all about the point number 2. The third important point is it creates a brand loyalty. What brand loyalty is, as we did in first chapter, we got to know that it is one of the characteristics of market segmentation, brand loyalty. So brand loyalty is a tendency of customers or consumers to continuously purchase one brand's product over another. As in, if I am very much used to with the product, I am very much uh, like, I use a particular product of a particular brand, and the brand has loyalty, the product has a brand loyalty. That means I will not I will usually not try experimenting things. I will not usually buy another product over what I buy usually. So brand loyalty is also needed. Now the last point is it expands sale. If I am giving sale, if I am giving 50% off to a particular product, then it will be a center of attraction for many of the consumers, for many of the customers. There will be buyers who will come and buy, so it will be the center of attraction for many. So what it says, that a career in sales is worth exploring if you are looking for a flexible world environment, how earning potential, a way to challenge yourself and continuously develop your skill and grow your professional capabilities. Sales has changed. The world of selling now requires a completely different mentality and skill set. This was all about the 4 important points of the chapter. of the chapter, and there were more points included in the NCERT book. If we want, we can write that it creates new demand as well. It creates a new demand, and it also sustains the interest in an existing brand. So if a brand has fulfilling the needs of the customer, then there are people, there are going to be consumers who are going to buy that product, because the product is satisfying their needs, this the product is fulfilling their needs. So there were two more points given in the book, and other than the four important points we have covered in this chapter. So thank you for watching.